Hey everyone, Brian here. Unfortunately, I got a big change of plans. I'll show you what happened. That's not supposed to do that. I was moving it, I had it sitting just up there. I was backing it in, and the steering box finally let go. I knew it was going to happen. I actually had two washers in there putting extra pressure on the steering just to help it keep into place until I could replace it. But luckily, I didn't. My plans weren't really set in stone this weekend. It's just what I wanted to get done. So it can definitely wait. What I want to do. This is top priority. I need this for work next week. I used it today at work. It did okay. But like I said, I knew the steering was going out anyway, so it's not like it's a surprise. It's something I did know about, so it's not a huge deal. So, it's just timing. Timing could have been better to change it. So, luckily I do got all the parts to do it. So, and while I'm at it, I'm going to do the body as well. Most likely, I'm going to get rid of the blinking bulbs up front. And I'm just going to go with the normal headlights up front. I might do a partial wiring harness swap. So I might rip out all the wiring that's in here except for the wires going to the rear tail lights. They can stay because this thing doesn't necessarily need front blinking lights and really doesn't need back blinking lights. I might get rid of the tail lights as well. I don't know. It's a lot of work to rip out all the wiring that I have in here. Without taking the bed off, I'd have to reach up underneath, cut the zip ties, pull the harness out, cut the cut the tail light wiring out, pull all that through. I'm thinking about doing is just getting a strip light similar to what I have on the back of my one generator trailer, and that will come on when I'm driving, mainly from when I'm driving at night. I'd like having them. They are nice to have, so you're better seen. So I do occasionally drive at night, mainly in the winter time, and it's getting closer and closer to the winter. So having it might not be a bad idea. So I might save the wiring going to the back. The taillights are okay, other than this one here being broken. But some JB plastic weld will fix that pretty easily. It's not a big deal. And these did work, but there's either a loose connection here, which I don't think it's here. I'm pretty sure it's up front in the actual wiring harness. So rewire them. Have a switch that will still do the indicators, like the blinking. Also, I need a new blinking relay anyways. So have a switch on the back that will do that. And then have the tail lights come on with the headlights like normal. And I won't worry about any extra lights up in the hood. So that's another thing. It's a pain in the butt to have the wiring up in the hood. So when you want to take the hood off, you got two separate wires. The way I have it, you'll never get them backwards, but still, it's a bit of a pain in the butt. So we'll see. So keep these at the back, even, and change it up at the front a bit. I do have a new switch for here somewhere. That switch was just a poor spot to begin with from day one. But while I'm at it, I can actually put in the oil temperature gauge, drill the hole. Might as well. Basically, I'm going to do the you might as well stuff. Take care of the switches. Take care of the issues that are up here. I'm going to have to rewire that harness a little bit. It came out of a Kohler, so the wiring's not much different than what's on there. Let's go take a quick peek. Okay, this is what I'm left with on this chassis here. I got this harness here, which I think did the PTO, and I'm pretty sure, I'm almost 100% positive. Yeah, these are my engine wires. That's most likely, I believe the black one's my kill, the orange one is my carb, and the blue one is possibly the secondary going to the stator. That's a 4-pin. So you have your kill wire, your carburetor, and your two charging wires. So your headlight one, and your main charging wire. On that, The headlight one's actually going to my oil pressure gauge. Sorry, yeah, the headlight one's going to my oil pressure gauge. So I'll have to figure out the switch around on that. Also on that, I have a constant feed going in for my radio, and I also have for my horn. So that's another wiring I gotta remember to rehook up. Also on that, there's a junction box I have mounted right here. I have to figure out on this one here. I don't think it's gonna fit. Probably put it back here. But remember, it's going on the other tractor, but I'm just looking at this tractor as an example. See, the steering on this one was reasonably tight, nowhere near as much play as that one had. The solenoid, I don't know if it's any good. We'll have to test that out. The headlight wiring is here. These two wires right here. I do got the other side of it as well. And that goes back into this harness right here. Okay, this harness here. This is a separate harness. This one here goes to the PTO, I'm pretty sure. But okay, I figured it out. These two here connect up like this. This gives you your headlights and your PTO come off of here. And then off of this side here is your engine harness. This is my engine harness. In theory, this should just plug straight into my engine and everything should work. So I got a 4-pin, I'm pretty sure I got a 4-pin connector on my engine. I gotta double check that. It's either I got the 4-pin connector on there or that was on the racer's engine. I don't quite remember. So anyways, that's that. This is the PTO harness right here, which will be abandoned. Actually, a couple extra wires to get rid of. It's going to be a wiring mess. I know a lot of people say we'll put a simple wiring harness in, but no, that's not the way I roll. I like my safety switches, and I like my stock wiring. I'll rather make my stock wiring work before I will put an unsafe harness in. So that's the plan for tomorrow. Pull all this apart. This throttle cable does need to be replaced with the one that's on the truck. So this here will most likely become a gauge. Maybe if I got room. I don't know if I'll have room or not. The horn switch will go back right in there. I don't really want to cover up the Die Hard sign. That's what battery it had, obviously, being a Craftsman. But that's the plan. So change of plans always unfortunate. I'm actually going to be keeping the handle here. I might just plug that up with something, and just as a hand grip to hold on to while I'm driving. I find that I use it on the racer, so I'll probably use it on here as well. So that's pretty much it. So I'll talk to you later. Please keep it redneck like always, and please throw a comment.